Hey guys, it's Bricks, and guys, some pretty exciting news. We got some new Godzilla X Kong news right here for figures. Very exciting stuff right here for 2025. We got some new packaging right here from Playmates. We also got two new figures right here, and it's actually really exciting to see Kong because this version is actually really cool. We also got a new X Plus right here. We finally got the reveal of the Godzilla Evolve, and this one been waiting to talk about because this thing right here looks fantastic. But here's the new packaging right here from Playmates, and it's going to be right here DrownViper. It actually says right here the Monsterverse. And I would say I actually love this packaging. Looks really cool. Really does pop, showing off different kaijus right there. King Ghidorah looks really awesome right there. Mothra, that stands out, and also the new monster right here from the Monarch show. Sorry if I forgot the name. Actually, it's been a little while since I've seen the show, but that's a really cool design right there. I've seen the other monster right there from the Monarch show, really cool. And right there, of course, standard Godzilla, pretty great right there. So pretty happy with this one. It's gonna be right here for DrownViper and One Eye packaging so far. I'm really curious to see if like regular Kong or Godzilla figures are gonna be popping up with this packaging, but I guess we'll wait and see. But so far, there's been spotted here in Tennessee. Is actually an eBay listing for these two figures, so it looks like they are already hitting here in the US. So I'm guessing just in a couple weeks or most likely months we might be seeing these packaging. The thing is, I actually just found these figures in my store not too long ago. I actually just did a toy hunt, but those were actually the old packaging. I'm just very curious to see again of how this is actually going to work for different stores. But still, really cool. Pretty happy with that. I'm just very curious to see for different, of course, older figures if they're actually going to have that remodel right there. Regardless from that, here are the new figures, and the first one's going to be the Kong, and right here you can see this is actually going to be a flock version, or they actually call it right here real feel. And I would say this is actually pretty great, makes sense. It kind of reminds me when the Funko Pops did this for Kong right here, the flocked version. This looks pretty great for this. It might look a little bit weird in pictures, but most likely in hand it's gonna look really cool, and most likely definitely gonna feel soft right here. I think this is actually pretty awesome. I'm just kind of shocked that it does not come with any other accessories like an axe or something like that, but still pretty cool. Most likely around $10 to $12 with the new packaging right here. And right here for the other one is going to be a new Godzilla, and I'm not gonna lie, I noticed nothing different for this figure. Maybe the only difference I see is going to be the paint apps for this more of a darker color, and maybe the texture on this one pops more, but to be honest guys, I don't see anything. I might just be blind. If you guys notice it, please tell me down below, but so far I noticed nothing. The thing is, this is definitely one of the new ones right here because it does say right there real feel, and it's the new packaging right there, so I'm kind of confused with that. Maybe it just might be more textures or maybe more bumps on the figure, so it gives it that real feel look, but kind of interesting. But I guess we'll wait and see how it looks in hand, especially comparing to the regular one, but I guess we'll wait and see most likely in the coming up months for that. But that right there, of course, gonna be the final new Godzilla figure right here. And if you guys are wondering where these were spotted, most likely not in here US, because it does show a Toys R Us logo and some different, of course, currency right there for the money. I have no idea where that's from. Most likely definitely not in the United States. Maybe London, or maybe of course Australia. It could be completely different, but I guess most likely in the coming up months or maybe even March time we'll probably see these in stores. But regardless, really cool that we finally got some images of these in hand. Now let's talk about the new X Plus, and this right here I have to talk about. This thing right here looks great. I know it's been a couple days since it's been available for pictures, but this right here looks amazing. This right here is gonna be around 33 centimeters. That's around 12 to 13 inches tall right here for this Godzilla statue-ish. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very tempted to get this, but there's been so much Godzilla Evolve figures and statues, kind of hard to decide. We still most likely get a bunch of more later on in the year, especially from Prime 1 Studios. Hopefully we finally get the prototype of those, of the statues, the huge one. That company does some amazing statues for Godzilla, and I can't wait to see those, especially a Godzilla Evolve. I really do want one of those, but I guess we'll wait and see most likely in the coming up months until most likely summertime for the showcase. But regardless, I think this is great. For price point, nothing yet. It does say right here 27,000 yen. That's around $177 and some change, but most likely like Big Bad Toy Store will charge a little bit more different, like 200 to 230. And then there's also a Rick version, or an exclusive version you could call it, and the exclusive for this is awesome. The exclusive for this, that's going to be a secondary portrait, and that's going to be him looking up, and I love that look right there. It looks so awesome. I'm really hoping Prime 1 Studios, the statue company, maybe does this kind of look right here, same pose as this X Plus, but I guess we'll wait and see for that. I just love this shot right here. It looks so good. The thing I don't like about this figure is going to be the seams. I think the seams are horrible in this figure. Right here on the arms, you can just see them right there. Around the neck, makes sense because of swap out portrait. I just don't like that. And then right here on the legs, some reason there's also seams right there. The tail part makes sense because of course you got connected. It's gonna be way easier for packaging, but I don't get why that there's seams in the hand. The back part right here of the dorsal fins, it kind of shows it a little bit. Hopefully I can find a really good image for that. I just don't get it why there's so much seams right there. Maybe you could actually connect it to the part. Maybe they're gonna be separate in the packaging, but it's just so much seams right there. I just don't like it, especially you're gonna pay so much money for this. And I think Sparrow City doesn't really have any seams compared to this right here. Maybe minus the tail right there. But regardless, hopefully again we hear some more updates for pre-orders. As of right now, nothing yet. Minus most likely some random websites. But compared to people at Toy Store or Sideshow, Entertainment Earth, nothing yet. But maybe in a couple hours or maybe a couple days, we'll hear some news about that. It's been available for some websites, but again, just not here for like the regular websites we've been most likely been seeing. And for release date, it does say right here in this website right here, it does say May of 2025. I'm pretty sure that might be an error, but I guess we'll wait and see in the most likely coming up days to hear more information about this. But it does say right here May of 2025. My guess might be 2026 or it might be a different date. It's just right here in the website, it does say May of 2025. I'll be very shocked if that's actually true. But again, that's of course the images right here for the X Plus. I think this thing right here looks great. I actually really want to know your thoughts about this, when you guys like it or you actually dislike it. Just tell me down below. Or you guys actually prefer the Sparrow Studio version more. I'm actually very curious to see about that. But that's of course my thoughts right here for the Godzilla news. Very exciting stuff. Hopefully we hear some more stuff in the coming up weeks and days and months. But you guys wait and see. I hope you guys enjoy it for today's video, guys. See you guys next time. Bye.